We are in Tallmadge, Ohio at what I call a Cheesecake Factory deal. And you're probably wondering what that is, as you should be. Well, if you go to Cheesecake Factory, the menu is huge. And it has something for everybody. Vegetarian, gluten-free, there's something on this menu for everybody. And that's kind of what this deal is. From a builder to a flipper to any type of investor, there is something you can do with this really unique property that I'm about to show you. This package consists of 4 different properties with 6 different parcels that total about 12 acres. That means for my developers, there's an opportunity here for you, and for my flippers, there's an opportunity here for you as well. Let's go check them out. So the first 2 properties I'm going to talk to you about are both really great opportunities for flips. The first one is 343 Southeast. Now this property is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's a ranch style home with a brick exterior, and it would make for a perfect flip as everything inside is in almost perfect condition. It's just a little bit outdated. There was a home sale in the area for a 3-bed, 2-bath at over $400,000, but on a safe bet, I'd say you're looking at somewhere above $325,000 as a full renovation value that you could get for this property alone. Next door, you'll find 353 Southeast. This property is 3 beds, 1 bath. It sits on 2.8 acres with an extra parcel behind it. It's another really great opportunity for a flip. Same numbers as before, but a slightly smaller footprint. What would make a lot of sense here is adding an addition. By adding that extra space in the back and increasing the square footage, with that acreage, you could get a really great return for this property. Builders, stay with me. I'm gonna get to you and what you can do with all this acreage in total as soon as we're done. This is 331 Southeast. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath property that sits above the garage and needs a little bit more work. But truth is, it sits on 3.3 acres. So how small the footprint is of the property, the age of it, the rehab needed, it probably makes more sense to just tear it down and build something else. Don't mind the perfectly manicured lawn behind me. Now, while this house could technically be for sale, it doesn't necessarily make for the great investment, but the land behind it can. Now, the final house you have to be made aware of is 313 Southeast. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath house. It does have a 1-car garage, but an additional brand new 3-car pole barn out in the back with full electricity. It's currently occupied by a hoarder and should probably also be torn down. It does sit on 3.37 acres though, so there's so much land back here for you to sell with it if you were to create a bigger house and sell it for that larger price point. A brand new build could probably sell for over $450,000. If you were to create a bigger house, a mega mansion if you wanted to, it could sell for much, much more. So let's talk about opportunities. What if you knocked down all of the properties and took all 12 acres and turned it into townhomes, condominiums, or something else that could generate more cash flow? This could be an entire development. You could keep all the properties and just flip them, selling them each with their individual acreage for a better profit than a typical flip would. You could tear down the 331 building and use it as an easement to access the rest of the parcels of land behind it and build something cool. You could combine several of the parcels and put one house on it to create a huge house with a ton of acreage for that perfect buyer who's been looking to build their own horse farm. Or you could just call me and we could brainstorm it together.